They told you your birthday was just a date. But what if I told you it was a signature not written by human hands, but by the cosmos itself? You weren't born on a random day. If your soul chose to enter this world between November 23rd and December 21st, then your fire wasn't borrowed, it was ordained. There is a secret that most astrologers never dare to speak out loud, because it breaks every simple sugar-coated version of what people think Sagittarius is. This isn't just the sign of wanderers or optimists. It's the mark of chosen spirits' souls that volunteered for a harder mission. A mission wrapped in freedom, expansion, and fire that doesn't die. Sagittarius. Your flame doesn't just warm others. It forges paths in the dark. And whether you know it yet or not, your date of birth holds the key to your deepest potential, your greatest obstacles, and your sacred breakthrough. I've spent over 20 years studying Sagittarians, not just as a researcher, but as someone who's walked beside them, lived with them, loved them, watched them crash, burn, and rise again with even more light. And what I've discovered is this: not all Sagittarius souls are the same. Some of you were born to set fire to limitations. Others were sent to guide the lost with vision too vast for this world. And some of you were born on the edges of time, between signs, between worlds, carrying the double flame of a split destiny. Let me ask you something personal. Have you always felt that your life path doesn't quite match what others expect of you? Have you burned with purpose, but didn't know where to place it, or felt misunderstood for chasing dreams bigger than comfort zones? If you answered yes, then this video wasn't just meant for you. It was written for you. Because in the next minutes, I'm going to walk you through each sacred section of the Sagittarius soul calendar. And when we arrive at your birth date, something ancient inside you will wake up. We'll uncover why Sagittarius born in late November are the cosmic wildfires, irresistible, rebellious, and destined to shake the world. Why early December? Sagittarians are the flame holders who merge passion with precision and build empires from vision. Why those born near December 11 to 20 are the oracles, quiet, powerful, and carrying truths that don't belong to this time. And finally, for those born on the cusp dates, we'll reveal the mysteries of your double-born soul contract. This is not a list. It's not just traits. This is a map of your greatness. And if you stay with me to the end, you'll see not only who you are, but why you were born exactly when you were. Because Sagittarius, you were never meant to walk like everyone else. You are here to break patterns, to blaze new trails, and to remind the world what freedom looks like in human form. So take a breath, center yourself, and whisper this out loud: I was born for more. Now tell me, what day were you born? Drop your date in the comments now, and let's begin decoding the flame that lives within you. Ready? Let's unlock the first sacred flame, the untamed fire of those born between November 23rd and November 30th. Part 1. The Untamed Flame. Nov 23:30. You were never meant to follow the path. You were born to burn through it. The wild entrance of fire. There's something raw, primal, untouchable about Sagittarius born in the first phase between November 23rd and November 30th. These are not souls who enter the world quietly. They burst into it. The moment they take their first breath, the universe already knows a disruptor has arrived. People often say all Sagittarians are adventurous, but this group, they don't just seek adventure, they embody it. Their very presence is a challenge to the status quo. These are the wild flames, the ones who leap before looking, laugh before crying, and love like there's no tomorrow. Nov 23. The spark of the revolutionary. If you were born on November 23rd, you are the spark that lights entire movements. You don't fit in systems, you question why they exist. While others hesitate, you initiate. You've probably been told your whole life You're too much, too intense, too bold, too fast. But here's the truth. You are not too much. You are too awake. Many inventors, disruptors, and trailblazers were born under this day, because it carries the boldness of a fire starter with the vision of a prophet. Life lesson. Don't tone yourself down. Direct your fire. Lead the change others fear. Comment below if you were born Nov 23. Write, I am the spark that ignites worlds. Nov 24. The Sacred Rebel. Sagittarians born on November 24th are rebels, but with reason. You don't break rules to cause chaos. You do it to restore truth. There's a deep spiritual intensity in you even if you don't always speak of it. You feel when something is off, and you can't pretend it's okay. You've likely been the one to walk away from toxic families, rigid institutions, or suffocating relationships, not because you're cold, but because your soul refuses to stay where truth cannot breathe. Life lesson. Your mission is sacred disruption. Learn how to rebel with direction, and your fire will heal entire bloodlines. Nov 25. The Inner Storm. Born on November 25th, you carry two worlds, the wild outer fire and the silent, raging inner storm. On the surface, you may appear calm, but inside you feel everything intensely, deeply, all at once. You love solitude, but you hate being misunderstood. You want intimacy, but you demand freedom. This creates conflict in your relationships and within yourself. But the truth is, you are a sacred contradiction. That's your gift. Life lesson. You don't have to choose between freedom and love. You just have to find someone who honors both. Nov 26. The Gentle Fire. Sagittarius, born on November 26th, have the heart of a healer wrapped in the spirit of a wanderer. You move through the world with kindness, but it's not weakness. It's conscious compassion. People are drawn to your presence, not because you're loud, but because being around you feels like sunlight after a long winter. You don't need to speak much to inspire. Your actions radiate intention. Your love is quiet, but transformative. Life lesson. You don't need to shout your worth. Those aligned with your energy will feel your flame even in silence. Nov 27. The Loyal Flame. There is a rare kind of Sagittarius born on November 27th. You're not the traveler everyone expects. You're the anchor that holds the crew together. You're romantic without drama, loyal without condition. You express love in actions, not words. But sometimes, people misunderstand your calm as distance. Don't let that make you retreat, because those lucky enough to be loved by you have already been chosen by your soul. Life lesson. Your loyalty is gold. Just make sure it's placed in hands that won't melt it. Nov 28. The Fire of Joy. If your birthday is November 28th, you are the laughter in the dark. You carry a joy that is contagious. People are uplifted just by being near you. You know how to turn pain into poetry, heartbreak into humor, and storms into songs. You're also fiercely protective of your energy. You've seen darkness, but you refuse to become it. You don't need a crowd. You just need real ones. Life lesson. Your joy is medicine. But remember, not everyone deserves the full dose. Nov 29. The Peacemaker. Warrior. You were born on November 29th, the day of paradox. You hate conflict, but you'll fight for peace. You forgive quickly, but you never forget betrayal. You're the one friends call when everything's falling apart, because you don't panic, you resolve. But in your quest to make peace for others, you often ignore your own wounds. Life lesson. You can be the healer, but don't forget to heal yourself. Nov 30. The Sacred Giver. To be born on November 30th is to be a soul of devotion. You give without asking. You show up when no one else does. And you often feel like no one notices. But the universe sees you. You are the fire that stays burning after everyone else has left. You don't need recognition, but you deserve it. Life lesson. The world needs more of your light, but make sure you don't burn out trying to light everyone else's path. Closing this chapter. Each one of you born from November 23rd to November 30th carries the wild flame of Sagittarius. You weren't born to be tamed. You were born to blaze through limitations not just for yourself, but to awaken others. Now tell me in the comments, what date were you born? And which part of this wild flame do you carry? And if you're ready, let's journey forward to those who carry the next kind of fire, the Seeker's Flame. Sagittarius, born between December 1st and December 10th. Part 2. The Seeker's Flame, December 1st to 10. You weren't born to wander endlessly. You were born to find the map hidden inside you. There comes a moment in every fire when it must learn how to hold its shape, to not just burn, but build. And that is where the Sagittarius born between December 1st and December 10th begin their journey. This group has often been misunderstood. They are not as wild as those born in late November, but they are no less powerful. They carry the same flame, only now it's aimed, focused, determined. These are the Seekers, Sagittarians who no longer run from one thrill to the next, but instead choose a higher calling, a soulful mission. They don't just want excitement, they want expansion with direction. Their greatness lies not in how loud they roar, but in how clear their aim becomes. Let's walk into the flame of each soul born during this sacred window. December 1st, the architect of desire. To be born on December 1st is to carry fire in your bones and vision in your mind. You want love, but you also crave your own space. You dream big, but you also want control. You burn with freedom, but deep down, you want security. And this often creates tension inside you, because when you love, you want it all: loyalty, depth, adventure, devotion. But when others try to confine you, your soul starts to choke. Your lesson is this: true love doesn't trap you. It walks beside you. You were born to build something lasting. But first, you must define what freedom means for you. Comment if this is your date and write, "I am learning how to love without losing myself." December 2nd, the Pilgrim of Purpose. Sagittarius, born on December 2nd, is a lifelong traveler, but not just of places, of meaning. You don't like restrictions, rules, routines, small talk. They feel like cages. You crave new skies, new ideas, and the kind of connections that stir your soul. But your journey is not random. Everything you experience is part of a sacred rote designed to teach you how to turn experience into purpose. You were born to be the bridge between cultures, minds, generations. You're not running away, you're running toward something ancient. Life lesson. Don't fear change. You were never meant to stay still. Your dharma is written in motion. December 3rd, the flame of celebration. Born on December 3rd, your gift is light. You bring joy, laughter, and the energy that lifts rooms from gray to gold. You know how to enjoy life, and you want others to enjoy it too. You're the planner of parties, the voice in group chats, the one who says, "Let's go," when no one else dares. But underneath that joy is a heart that sometimes feels unrecognized. Because when the celebration ends, you often feel the weight you never let others see. Remember this: you don't need to prove your value by being everyone's entertainment. Your light matters even in silence. Life lesson: let joy come from within, not just through applause. December 4th, the persuasive flame. Sagittarius, born on December 4th, are natural communicators. You speak and people listen. It's not just your voice, it's your conviction. You carry the fire of truth, and it shows. You could thrive in business, negotiation, law, or even media, any space where words are weapons and wisdom is currency. But with great persuasion comes great responsibility. Use your voice not to win, but to elevate. Your life will expand the moment your words align with your soul's integrity. Life lesson: Speak less to impress, more to awaken. December 5th, the scientific soul. You're not just curious, you're obsessed with understanding why. Why things work. Why people feel. Why stars align. Sagittarius born on December 5th are brilliant minds. You could have been an alchemist in another life. You see patterns in chaos. You solve what others can't even describe. And when you speak about your passion, your energy is electrifying. But don't forget, not everyone can keep up with you. Make time to explain, to include, to connect. Your knowledge is powerful. Use it to illuminate, not just to prove. Life lesson. Knowledge is the door. Connection is the key. December 6th, the mirror flame. Born on December 6th, you are both deep and unpredictable. People think they know you. They don't. You show only what you want. And inside there's a labyrinth of thought, feelings, dreams, fears. You're the kind of person who people remember years later. Because you leave behind not just memories, you leave behind questions. But you also struggle. Because not being fully seen can feel lonely. Your journey is about finding someone who doesn't need to understand every layer, but who respects your depth. Life lesson, let yourself be seen not all at once, but in the ways that matter. December 7th, the mystic eye. To be born on December 7th is to carry a sixth sense. You feel things before they happen. You know things without being told. And sometimes that scares people, even yourself. You've had dreams that came true. You've sensed danger before it arrived. You've walked into rooms and felt energy without a word spoken. This is not imagination. It's ancestral memory. You were born to be a guide, a mystic, a translator of spiritual language. Your lesson, don't run from your gift. Develop it. The world is starving for truth seers. You're not crazy. You're tuned in. December 8th. The paradox flame. You are brilliant, and yet soft, bold, and deeply insecure. You're strong in public, but cry when no one is looking. Born on December 8th, you live in contrast, and that is what makes you beautiful. People think you're hard to read, but the truth is your heart is always open. You just don't know how to protect it yet. Your task is to stop apologizing for being too much and too tender at the same time. You are the warrior who weeps, the thinker who dances. The truth is, your duality is sacred. Life lesson, stop trying to choose. You are both, and that's enough. December 9th, the magnetic mind. There's something about you. You walk into a room and people turn. It's not just beauty. It's not just charisma. It's energy. You don't even try. You just exist, and people get pulled in. Born on December 9th, you have a gift for reading people. You know what they want, what they fear, what they hide, and if you choose, you could manipulate. But your soul chose to inspire instead. Use your charm to awaken hearts, not trap them. Life lesson, magnetism is not a weapon, it's a blessing. Use it wisely. December 10th. The flame of vitality. Sagittarius born on December 10th are engines of energy. You move, you build, you inspire. You care about your health not just to look good, but to feel alive. You're often into sports fitness challenges. Not because of ego, but because your soul understands that your body is a temple of momentum. Others watch you and feel lazy. Not because you judge them, but because you remind them what being alive looks like. But don't burn yourself out trying to save everyone. Life lesson. Your energy is sacred. Give from overflow, not depletion. Closing this flame, Sagittarius born in this mid-phase are the seekers. You carry the fire of intention. You don't just want meaning, you build it. Wherever you go, you leave trails, not of smoke, but of clarity. Now it's your turn to comment below. Tell me your birth date. Which part of the Seeker's flame lives in you? And if you're ready, let's step into the third temple of fire, the one held by those born between December 11th and December 20th. They are not wild. They are not seekers. They are the oracles, and their flame burns in silence. but reveals truth that changes everything. Part 3. The Oracle's Flame, December 11th, 20. You weren't born to chase the light. You were born to become it. There is a flame that doesn't dance. It glows. It doesn't rush forward. It waits. It doesn't seek applause. It seeks truth. And this is the flame of the Sagittarius, born between December 11th and December 20th. These are not the loudest voices in the room, but they are the most awake. They carry the essence of wisdom, not memorized knowledge, but lived experience. They don't need to prove themselves, because they already know who they are. This group represents the Oracle's flame souls, who have walked many lives, seen the unseen, and returned in this one with a purpose beyond words. They are thinkers, seers, philosophers. They're not here to entertain the world. They're here to enlighten it. Let's enter the sacred chamber of the Oracle and meet the souls who burn slowly but eternally. December 11th, the confident alchemist. Sagittarius, born on December 11th, are gifted with unshakable belief in themselves. You might procrastinate, even self-sabotage at times. But when it's time to rise, you do. You know your power. You know your potential. And deep down, you know you were chosen to do something big. But confidence, if not grounded in humility, can become arrogance. And that's your soul's lesson. Balance your fire with grace. Use your confidence not to dominate, but to guide. You're not just a creator. You're an alchemist. You transform pressure into purpose, deadlines into breakthroughs, dreams into reality. Life lesson. Your confidence is sacred. Let it be your compass, not your crown. December 12th. The devoted one. If you were born on December 12th, love is your altar. You do not take affection lightly. You want certainty, commitment, loyalty, not just romance. You offer your heart like a temple, beautiful open, but protected by ancient walls. Sometimes you struggle with insecurity. You want to be loved deeply, but you also want to feel safe. Your biggest fear is being betrayed after you've opened your soul. But here's what you must remember. Not everyone is capable of loving at the depth you do. And that's okay. Your love is not for the many. It's for the sacred few. Life lesson? You don't need constant proof of love. You need someone whose energy speaks before their words. December 13th. The guardian of home. You are the root in a world obsessed with wings. Born on December 13th, you carry a love for family tradition and sacred spaces. You might not look it. At first, people expect Sagittarius to always be on the move. But you build homes. Not just physical ones, but emotional ones. You are a protector, a provider, a silent strength. But here's the shadow. You sometimes sacrifice your own dreams to support others. Don't forget you were born to lead your own life, not just guard others. Life lesson. Be the home you offer to others. Your soul also deserves shelter. December 14th. The strategic flame. Sagittarius, born on December 14th, don't just move, they calculate. You observe before acting. You weigh before deciding. You are the strategist of the Sagittarius tribe. A quiet mind with a far-reaching vision. While others leap, you listen. While others shout, you study. You're capable of massive success, but only when you stop hesitating and step into leadership. You were not born to only prepare, you were born to build. Life lesson. Your mind is a weapon. Use it not to protect your fear, but to shape your future. December 15th. The artist of the unseen. You don't follow trends, you create them. Born on December 15th, you have a unique aesthetic, a sense of beauty that the world doesn't always understand. You find meaning in shadows. You notice symbols others ignore. You are drawn to the mystical, the ancient, the abstract. Your creativity doesn't scream, it haunts. You were born to express the inexpressible. But be warned. Don't let the world dim your light just because they don't get it. Life lesson. Your art is prophecy. Don't explain it. Reveal it. December 16th. The Fire Leader. You were born to lead not with ego, but with energy. Sagittarius born on December 16th are magnetic motivators. You inspire people without effort. Your passion is infectious. You bring teams together, ignite movements, push through walls. But sometimes you forget you need rest too. You give and then collapse. Your lesson is to learn sustainable fire. Burn bright, but don't burn out. Life lesson. True leadership is not in how loud you roar, but in how long you can keep the flame alive. December 17th. The Gentle Warrior. You are soft, but not weak, kind, but not blind. Born on December 17th, you have a heart that gives freely. You help others, sometimes at your own cost. You avoid conflict. You seek harmony. But here's the truth. Some people will see your kindness as permission to cross boundaries. Your soul's journey is about finding discernment, knowing when to give and when to guard. Life lesson. Kindness is not submission. It's strength wrapped in love. December 18th. The Feminine Flame. Whether you're male or female, if you were born on December 18th, you carry a powerful connection to feminine energy, receptivity, intuition, nurturing creativity. Your bond with the women in your life, mother, sister, ancestors, is not a coincidence. You are the continuation of a long sacred line, but you also tend to carry their wounds, emotional burdens, expectations, spiritual memories. Your task is to heal not only yourself, but also the unspoken pain of your lineage. Life lesson. Your sensitivity is your gateway. Through it, you access the wisdom of those who came before you. December 19th. The Silent Protector. Outwardly, you may seem strong, confident, untouchable, but in love, you're fragile. You want to provide, you want to protect, but deep down you fear not being enough. This makes you pull away not because you don't care, but because you care too much. Born on December 19th, your heart is quiet, but fierce. You won't always say I love you, but you'll show up when it matters. Life lesson. Love doesn't require perfection, just presence. December 20th. The Flame of Peace. If you were born on December 20th, you don't crave attention. You crave tranquility. You find joy in small things. You walk away from drama. You prefer silence over noise. But don't mistake your peace for passivity. You're not lazy, you're intentional. You know that a calm soul can change a stormy room. Life lesson. You don't have to fight to be powerful. Sometimes peace is the revolution. Closing the oracle's flame. These Sagittarius souls born between December 11th and 20th are keepers of wisdom. They may not shout, but they know. They may not chase, but they transform. They walk slower, but their footprints remain forever. If this is your flame, leave a comment below. Tell me what day you were born. And write, I carry the oracle's flame. I don't chase truth, I embody it. And now, for those born at the very edge of Sagittarius, between signs, between energies, between destinies, it's time we reveal the sacred edge. The story of souls born on November 22nd and December 21st. Part 4, The Sacred Edge. You weren't born in between signs. You were born where two destinies collide, to become a bridge between worlds. There are souls who don't belong completely to one tribe. They walk the line between two signs, two frequencies, two cosmic languages. These are the threshold flames, the sacred edge. And if you were born on November 22nd or December 21st, you are not just a Sagittarius. You are a hybrid soul carrying the blueprint of two elemental forces. It is not confusion, it is dual activation. Your soul chose to arrive at the edge, because the work you're here to do cannot be done by a single archetype alone. Let's decode each sacred edge. November 22nd. The Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp. The Phoenix Archer. You are born from the ashes of Scorpio and rise into the fire of Sagittarius. You carry depth and direction, mystery and movement, shadow and truth. You feel everything, but you don't show it. You search for meaning, but you don't settle for surface-level wisdom. You are the spiritual warrior, part detective, part philosopher. You have Scorpio's emotional X-ray and Sagittarius's divine bow. You see what's hidden and aim toward what's possible. But your life can feel like a constant paradox. You crave solitude, but also long for freedom. You want deep bonds, but resist being controlled. You're intense, but also playful. You destroy and rebuild. Your lesson is to learn that duality is not dysfunction, it's divine preparation. You're not broken, you're multidimensional. And your greatest power is this: you can burn through lies and rebuild worlds from truth. Life lesson. You are here to heal others by guiding them through their shadows and into light, but only if you first walk through your own. Comment: I am the Phoenix Archer. I was born to rise, burn, and reveal. December 21st. The Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. The visionary builder. You are born in the last blaze of fire, right before the earth hardens beneath it. You carry the dream of Sagittarius and the discipline of Capricorn. You are not just a wanderer. You are a constructor of legacies. You don't dream just to escape. You dream to build. People see you and feel stability, but they often don't know inside you is a storm of vision, restlessness, urgency. You are both inspired and strategic. You crave adventure, but also results. You want passion, but demand purpose, and that makes you rare. The world needs people like you because you don't just hope for better, you create it. But here's your challenge: burnout. You work so hard to prove yourself, to build what lasts, that you forget to rest. You forget that even God rested on the seventh day. Life lesson. Balance your sacred fire with sacred stillness. You're not just a builder of systems. You're a channel of divine timing. Comment: I am the visionary builder. I create what others only dream of. Closing the sacred edge. To be born on the threshold of Sagittarius is to carry a mission that cannot be explained with simple astrology. You are the key between signs, the language between elements, the bridge between destinies. You're not meant to choose one side. You are meant to live both. And that's not a curse, it's your crown. So if you were born on November 22nd or December 21st, claim your place as a sacred flame at the edge. You weren't born at the end or the beginning. You were born at the activation point. Now comment below. Tell me your birth date. Declare your hybrid flame. And if you resonate with both signs, you are not confused. You are complete, because the world needs not just Sagittarius. It needs the bridge between the known and the becoming. And now, before we close this sacred journey, let's step into the final reflection, where all these flames, the wild, the seeker, the oracle, and the edge come together in one truth. It's time to end with the ultimate life lesson of Sagittarius. Let us enter the final part, the closing flame, the universal mission of Sagittarius. Part 5, the closing flame. You were not born to fit into this world. You were born to remind it how big it really is. There's a reason why you've always felt like you didn't quite belong. You've walked into rooms and felt smaller than your spirit. You've spoken dreams and watched people look at you like you were unrealistic. You've said yes to adventures even when your knees were shaking. Not because you were fearless, but because you knew fear was just another gate to walk through. Because you are Sagittarius, and the universe didn't give you fire so you could sit still. It gave you fire to light the way. You were born under the sign of expansion, of philosophy, of sacred rebellion, of meaning. But more than that, you were born as a living question mark in a world full of periods. You are here to challenge every closed door, to ask why, and then ask why not, to leap before the bridge appears, to trust that even in your deepest doubt a greater path is being built beneath your feet. And now you know, whether you were born in the wild days of late November, the strategic fire of early December, the silent wisdom of mid-December, or the threshold dates that carry double missions, you carry a unique flame. A flame the world needs now more than ever, because this world is shrinking into fear, shrinking into smallness, shrinking into rules and repetition and resignation. But Sagittarius, you are not here to shrink. You are here to expand, to show others what it means to live wide, to believe wildly, to love without calculation, to move without apology, to think higher, to teach louder, to burn longer. Your universal mission, your mission is not a job title, it's not a location, it's not a person, it's a vibration. You are here to awaken freedom wherever you go, in others, in systems, in beliefs, in yourself. But before you can do that, you must believe it first. Believe that your dreams are not random. They are reminders. That your path is not broken, it's cosmically crooked. That your pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment below and tell me, what day were you born? What flame are you? Are you the wild flame, the seeker, the oracle, or the edge? And declare it out loud. I carry the Sagittarius flame. I was born for something bigger. I'm ready now. If this video woke something up in you, if you felt seen, if you remembered something ancient that lives inside you, then this is only the beginning. Subscribe to the Sagittarius Flame and join this soul family of cosmic visionaries, spiritual rebels, and truth-seeking warriors. We're not here to follow fate. We're here to shape it. And in the next videos, we'll unlock your lucky numbers, sacred symbols tied to your birth date, how to spiritually activate your flame through daily rituals, and how Sagittarius will rise in the coming planetary shifts of 2025 and beyond. This is not just astrology. This is your origin story. And now, your flame has been named? The only question is, what will you do with it? We'll see you in the next chapter. Your story is just beginning.